Lithuania was the first Soviet republic to declare independence from the Soviet Union. It joined the EU in 2004 and is currently preparing to adopt the euro on January 1, 2015. This road to convergence took several years, as certain criteria must be fulfilled to join the eurozone.
Lithuania has satisfied the criteria for legal compatibility for many years. Requirements are an independent central bank and integration with the European system of central banks. Post-crisis, the long-term interest rate peaked at 14%, but has declined to a stable level below the criteria threshold in recent years, a result of improved credit rating, low inflation and investor confidence. Lithuania easily satisfies the criteria for exchange rate stability. The Lithuanian lira has been pegged to the euro at the same rate since 2002. It has been a member of the second exchange rate mechanism, ERM2, for 10 years, meeting the 2-year minimum.
In Lithuania, 12 months average inflation was above the reference value at the last Convergence assessment in 2012. The average inflation rate in Lithuania during the 12 months to April 2014 was 0.6%, well below the reference value of 1.7%. Annual HICP inflation is expected to be 1.0 on average in 2014, according to the Commission, reflecting mainly favorable food and energy price developments. It is projected to pick up in 2015 to 1.8% in the context of improving domestic demand. Long-term inflation prospects will hinge in particular on wages growing in line with productivity. As Lithuania is still a catching-up economy, wages are expected to grow faster than in most advanced euro area members. However, risks to price stability from growth-related price adjustment are limited by the recently demonstrated flexibility of the labor market and wage-setting mechanisms, which should ensure that labor costs are aligned with productivity. They are also contained by the country's significant progress in implementing the EU Services Directive and low market entry costs.
Another key requirement to Lithuania's euro adoption is satisfying public finance requirements. Following the GFC, the government deficit rose from 1% of GDP in 2007 to 9.4% in 2009, as GDP experienced a significant 15% decline. Shadowing a rapid recovery of GDP, the government deficit declined to 3.2% in 2012. Following significant expenditure restraints and improved tax compliance, including wage freezes for the public sector, the deficit experienced further reductions to 2.1% in 2013, well within the criteria maximum of 3%. Following the significant rise in deficit spending during the GFC, as well as high interest rates on new debt during the crisis, Lithuania's debt to GDP rose from 15% in 2008 to 39% in 2013. Even with the government debt expected to rise to 41% of GDP in 2015, Lithuania is well within the convergence criteria maximum of 60%. This, combined with the budgetary plan of achieving budget surplus in 2016, Lithuania fulfills all the public finance criteria for euro adoption.
Joining the Economic and Monetary Union will be another step in Lithuania's goal to catch up with the rest of the EU in terms of development and GDP per capita. The strong desire for the country to progress should continue, just as it pulled the nation through the transition crisis and the recent financial one.